My father was born here in Butte, Montana in 1914 and moved out in 1918 when the troubles got too great for a family with a child, 2 children at that point, to continue to live here. It was basically a war about what war? There was a big strike. The Army, federal officers were brought in, strikebreakers, and wobblies. And one was as bad as another. And after a while, there was even their bodies hanging on around. Church is this? Methodist. German. Would that be German?
English.
Danish?
English.
English. Methodist.
John Wesley.
English. Oh, okay.
John Wesley started Methodism.
Oh, okay. Wow, St. Lawrence. Catholic. Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. Is that a ruin?
It's a derrick, that's for sure. Looks like it might be.
Yes. So they hauled up the ore from below with these huge contraptions. Oh, here's the memorial over here. But oh my goodness.
Swing on down there a little bit. That's good.
It says not to enter, so. This is not the way. This is modern. This is like Kennecott.
So this fire took place at a shaft.
This fire took place in hard rock mining down in this section in here.
Okay.
So it was hard rock mining. Hard rock mining means lead, zinc, silver, and a touch of gold. So my dad was 3 when this happened, living right here, and my grandmother, and then they leave a year later. They leave in 1918, and there's actually quite an exodus of people from here to Salt Lake City. grandma leaves here in 1918 and moves to Salt Lake City. She gets a house way up on top of the hill. There are only about 3 houses way up on top of that hill. And it looks, up there as a kid for me, it looks just like that little section in there. It's the same. It's funny, I grow up in the same thing my father grew up in. My father was 4 here. And then I have the chance to live in the same landscape. There's horned toads out there.
This one? This what?
Horned toads.
I'll bet there are.
Yes, there are. You get hiking around here, you're going to find a horned toad if you're a kid.
I'll show you what. I found a lot of Texas.
Yeah. You're going to put them in your pocket.
It took him 3 years to do this
He's
piece
the
right
college
here.
teacher.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh.
Look at that one right there.
So is he around here right now?
No, he just left.
He just left me 5 minutes ago.
Like,
Well, I really like these.
did you see the back one?
Like this.
It's got the Montana Standard paper in it. Come look at this one. This
Okay.
one's
Oh, this is a
amazing.
beauty. Look at this thing. Whoa, with the copper on the copper plates. He's doing this on copper plates.
That's great.
And
Come look
on
at this
copper.
one.
Look at this.
Okay. Now, do you think naming something like a painting or introducing yourself into a situation where you talk to somebody like
Yes.
a spontaneous exchange like the 2 girls on at the circle or whatever
Yes.
takes the mystery out of something? Does the naming a painting take mystery out of it? Does it classify it, or by introducing yourself in as Joe Miller into an exchange, does it spoil it, contaminate it, or
Well,
demystify it?
to tell them my name is meaningless. It tells them nothing.
It tells them who you are.
It tells them what my name is.
Yeah, well,
but it
that's-
doesn't tell them who I am.
Of course, but
And what I talked about with them might have told them more who I am, just to talk about something that I had a passion for, and just communicating that information or that knowledge or that, hopefully, that appreciation for that piece of sculpture and the spirit in that sculpture. I think telling him my name would have been completely unnecessary for what I was wanting. And then naming a painting, I think naming a painting can be helpful. It can give a kind of access into the painting which is not misleading, is not forcing a person to look in a particular place in the painting or look for something in the painting that it could lead a person in to have a desirable entry into the painting. So I think naming a painting can be very valuable. But I think it's also one of the most difficult things to really do.